This is Chandrika Jairam, founder, the Evolve Room. Have you ever promised yourself, tomorrow I'll wake up early, I will stop procrastinating, I will start exercising, but somehow you end up doing exactly what you've always done? You're not lazy. Your brain is simply following a habit loop. And today, I will show you exactly how habits are created inside your brain. And more importantly, how you can change them permanently. Are you ready? Let's begin. Before we learn how to change our habits, let's first understand what a habit actually is. A habit is simply a behavior that your brain has repeated so many times that it no longer requires conscious effort. Your brain puts these actions on autopilot to save energy. Think about it. You don't have to remind yourself to brush your teeth or know every step while driving. You just do it automatically. The same is true when you instinctively check Instagram, reach for a cup of tea, or even begin overthinking without realizing it. What's even more fascinating is that habits aren't just actions. Our emotional responses can become habits too. Worrying, complaining, reacting with fear, or expecting the worst. When repeated often enough, they become automatic patterns in the brain. So, if you have ever wondered why you keep doing the same things, it's not because something is wrong with you. It's because your brain has learned those patterns through repetition. And the best part, what your brain has learned, it can also relearn. Have you ever wondered why your brain creates habits in the first place? The answer is actually very simple. Your brain uses about 20% of your body's energy, even though it makes up only a small part of your body. Because thinking and making decisions constantly requires a lot of energy. Your brain looks for ways to become more efficient. So, instead of making the same decision every day, it begins to automate repeated behaviors. It creates mental shortcuts, and those shortcuts become habits. Think of it like walking through a forest. The very first time, there's no path. Every step takes effort. But if you walk the exact same route every single day, eventually a clear trail appears. Keep walking, and the trail becomes a well owned road. Your brain works in exactly the same way. Every time you repeat a thought, an emotion, or an action, you're strengthening that pathway. The more you repeat it, the easier and more automatic it becomes. That's how habits are formed, not by chance, but through repetition. Now that we know why the brain creates habits, let's understand how every habit is formed. Every habit follows a simple loop with four steps: cue, routine, reward, and repeat. Let's take a common example. Your phone sends you notification. That's the cue. Without even thinking, you unlock your phone and open Instagram. That's the routine. As you scroll, your brain releases dopamine, the chemical that makes you anticipate something enjoyable. That's the reward. Because your brain enjoyed that reward, it remembers the pattern. The next time your phone buzzes, the same loop begins again. After repeating this enough times, you no longer make a conscious choice. You automatically reach for your phone. Not because you lack self control, but because your brain has learned to predict the reward. The good news is this: once you understand the habit loop, you can interrupt it, replace the routine, and create a new, healthier habits. That's exactly what we will learn next. Now let's talk about dopamine, a chemical that's often misunderstood. Most people think dopamine is the chemical that makes us feel happy, but that's not exactly true. Dopamine is actually the chemical of anticipation. It motivates you to seek a reward. Here's something fascinating again. Your brain releases dopamine before you receive the reward, not after. That's why you feel excited when your phone lights up with a notification before you have even read the message. That's why you keep checking social media, craving junk food, or feeling the urge to shop online. Your brain starts connecting these activities with pleasure and says, I like this. Let's do it again. With enough repetition, this becomes a habit. The important thing to remember is that dopamine itself isn't bad. It's what drives us to learn, achieve goals, and stay motivated. The key is to train your brain to release dopamine from healthy habits like exercising, reading, meditating, or learning a new skill instead of constantly chasing instant gratification. Because once you understand how dopamine works, you can begin to take back control of your habits. Now, here's something that surprises most people. Why is it so easy to eat chocolate but so hard to exercise? The answer lies in how your brain is wired. Bad habits usually give you an immediate reward. You eat chocolate, scroll social media, or binge watch a show, and your brain feels pleasure almost instantly. Good habits are different. When you exercise, meditate, or read a book, the rewards don't come immediately. They appear days, week, or even months later. Your brain naturally prefers what's available right now over what comes later. This isn't because you're lazy, weak, or lacking willpower. It's because throughout human evolution, our brains were designed to grab immediate rewards to help us survive. The good news is that your brain can adapt. Every time you choose the healthy habit, even when the result or the reward isn't immediate, you are teaching your brain that this new behavior is valuable. With consistency, today's difficult choice becomes tomorrow's automatic habit. And that's how lasting transformation begins. Now comes the most important question: how do you actually change a habit? The process is simpler than most people think. Step 1, don't fight the cue, recognize it. Maybe your cue is stress, boredom, loneliness, or anxiety. The cue isn't the problem, it's simply a signal. Step 2, replace the routine. If stress normally makes you open Instagram, choose a different response instead. Take 5 deep breaths. Go for a short walk. Write your thoughts in a journal. Notice that the cue stays the same, but the routine changes. Step 3, repeat again and again and again. Every time you choose the new routine, you're strengthening a new neural pathway in your brain. This is called neuroplasticity, your brain's amazing ability to rewire itself through repetition. Remember, lasting change doesn't happen because of one big decision. It happens because of one small choice, repeated consistently until the new behavior becomes your new normal. Let's make this practical with a real life example. Imagine someone who has developed the habit of worrying. A situation happens almost instantly, the brain predicts worry without even realizing it. Worrying becomes the automatic response. But here's the exciting part. Every time that person pauses and chooses gratitude instead, or takes a few slow deep breaths, or replaces fearful thoughts with positive empowering thoughts, they're not just changing how they feel in that moment, but they're actually changing the wiring of their brain. Every new choice weakens the old pathway and strengthens a new one. Will it happen overnight? No, because habits are built through repetition and they are changed the same way. One better choice, repeated consistently, can completely transform the way your brain responds to life. That's the incredible power of neuroplasticity. Before you finish this video, I want to give you a simple exercise that can begin changing your brain today. For the next 7 days, just one habit. Choose it, whichever you would like to change. Take a notebook and write down three things. My cue is, my old habit is, my new habit is, as shown in the picture. For example, my cue is stress, my old habit is scrolling Instagram, my new habit is taking 5 deep breaths. Now, practice this every single day. Don't worry if you miss a day or make a mistake. You're not trying to be perfect, you're trying your brain to build a new pathway. Remember, every time you choose the new habit, you are strengthening that pathway a little more. Small actions, repeated consistently, create extraordinary transformations. So, start today. One habit, 7 days, and watch what begins to change. Not just in your behavior, but in your brain. Before we end this video, I want you to remember one simple truth. Every habit you have today was once a conscious choice. And every habit you want tomorrow can begin with one small decision today. Your brain is always listening. The question is, what are you teaching it? If this video helped you understand yourself better, please take a moment to like, share, subscribe, and become a part of the Evolved Room, where we combine neuroscience, mindset, and practical tools to help you create lasting transformation. And if you're feeling stuck, repeating the same patterns, or you're ready to create real change in your life, I would love to support you. I'm Chandrika Jairam, founder of the Evolve Room, and I'm offering a free discovery call where you will understand your challenges, identify what's holding you back, and explore how you can start transforming your life. If that resonates with you, leave a comment below and book your free session. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.